Yay, it's summer. I am so happy about it. Always, that the summer is really a big inspiration for me. And today I have a very special bonus for you. This episode, you're getting a glimpse of last year's Your Summer Reset. You are receiving the first episode of this 8 private podcast episode series, which I actually absolutely loved creating this entire series on Ibiza on my vacation last year. And because I love the series so much and because there's so much valuable content, I decided to open it up for another year at half price because it was created last year and it actually hasn't changed since. So if you're hearing me say, something like January 2024, then you have to think about, okay, she means January 2025 because it's next year. So if you want to receive the entire Your Summer Reset, you can purchase it at $24.50 through the link in the description. I hope you really enjoy this episode as much as I did, and enjoy listening and getting into the summer. Welcome to day one of your summer resets, your personal guide to keep that summery glow in your business. The upcoming week, we're going to take the opportunity to make the most of this summer and turn your life and business around for the better. We're talking about how life currently is, and we'll practice in bliss and gratitude. We will talk about what your life and business could become. And not just for yourself, but also for the people around you and the world around you. And in the final part of this week, we're going to take action. What is the thing that you can do to change your life and business for the better? What is within your power? I'm very much looking forward on taking this journey with you. And I will give you, give or take, 15 minutes episodes every day, which you can listen to whilst cooking, cleaning, walking, or just dedicatedly listening to. I will ask you sometimes to do the thing right now, but all the exercises are also in the description of this episode in your account, so you can always look back. And it would be the most beneficial to not mix episodes because there's a build-up. And so if there's one title of an episode that doesn't appeal to you, I would like to ask you to listen to it anyway, because there definitely is a learning curve which I created especially for you so that you can enjoy this journey as much as possible. I created this podcast episode during my holiday on Ibiza, and I hope you are enjoying listening to this and do get some of those holiday vibes into your speakers or headphones, because that was also my aim, to get that summer feeling. So whether you're sitting in the sun right now, if you're still planning on taking some time off, or if you're saving up for your winter getaway, it's all good. Today we're starting with an exercise to practice gratitude. Because it's great to dream of your big life first, but today we're starting with gratitude first and why it has absolutely changed my life and it could change yours too. So let me take you to one of my favorite stories, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I want to zoom in into the two female main characters, Veruca Salt and Violet Beauregarde. And I'm mostly referencing the Tim Burton movie right now. But both of them are either super competitive or spoiled, but they don't seem to be very happy. Whilst you could actually be very happy with what they have. So Violet is winning all those prizes. She's always number one, always winning. And Violet has all the pets that she wants. And even though I do not believe you always have to be shy and quiet like Charlie, I think we should all be much louder to get what you want. But morally, I believe there's a beautiful lesson to be learned in this Roald Dahl story. Charlie is happy with almost anything. with almost nothing, and then all of a sudden receives a chocolate factory. Talk about a quantum leap. And he doesn't even want it, and then Willy Wonka doesn't understand, but it will end well. And do you have sometimes that feeling like you're not having enough? And maybe you believe you need more money, more time, more love, more kids, or much more of everything in life. But that's never really a healthy starting point into being able to receive more. And by realizing what you already have and start from there, it's going to be much easier to get what you want. And you probably didn't expect that I would start with this, but no worries, it's really fun working on this. So since about 2 to 3 months, I've created a morning routine for myself. And I always thought morning routines were for people who only meditate and believe their life will be better because of that, and manifest everything and just, pray to the universe and think that everything will come, like a cosmic cash machine, as Saffron calls it in Absolutely Fabulous. But I was very wrong, because you can do your morning routine absolutely the way you like. And I want to inspire you by sharing what my morning routine looks like, because it has really helped me, and I've done this since the past 2 to 3 months, and it has really changed my idea on how I should start my day, and also have a nice feeling afterwards. I will share that later. So I'm putting on some tunes on Spotify. I created a playlist with some tunes that help me calm and relax, such as music from Sade, Herb Alpert, and Air, but you can choose whatever suits you. And then I'll start writing what is the one thing that I'm grateful for in my life that day. And sometimes it's super big, like my health. I'm very happy with the fact that I can walk, for instance, and that I can still do many things, actually, which some people can't. But sometimes I also just would write down that I had such a good night's sleep or something. And then I'll write down what the 3 goals are I want to reach that day. And I know what my goals are because I always make a weekly planner. And then I'll write down 3 steps per goal I need to take to reach those goals. And this routine makes me hyper-focused on what I need to do that day. And guess what? And I didn't expect that. Thanks to my list of that morning, I'm looking back at that list at the end of my workday, and I know I crossed off my 3 goals that day because they were just 3, and it's so easy to manage those. And by creating this kind of other reality for yourself and not being too much about what you think you should do, for instance, work until you're really tired or constantly pushing yourself, you will be much happier with what you're doing each and every day and practice gratitude every day too. And I think if Veruca and Violet would have had a morning routine, they would probably still be in the running towards becoming the next chocolate factory owner. And you can create a morning routine thinking about which music you want to listen to, maybe light a candle, pour your favorite coffee or tea, have a blanket, sit on your meditation cushion, just creating a lovely routine for yourself to easily start your day. And aside from the routine that I've created, you can also do something else for yourself. For instance, you can meditate on a certain mantra, or you can do some yin yoga poses. You can find thousands of mantras and yin yoga poses for free online. Or maybe you really like to dance for about 10 minutes on your favorite Britney Spears track. Whatever it is, this is mostly about taking some time for yourself to fully focus on the day ahead. And if this is not possible because you have kids or a partner, or you need to be at work on time, try to think of a way that it is possible and try to do this for 1 month. And don't worry, I'm not a saint and I don't do this every day either, but my intention is there and I always feel much better afterwards. So try to find a way on how to implement this. And if it's nothing for you, it's totally fine. Another exercise which you can also do is an arigato exercise, and that is writing down 5 things that you really liked that day. So arigato means thank you in Japanese. And so you could, for instance, make a note in your telephone, a separate note, and write down each and every day small little things that make you happy. So for instance, maybe you had a lovely talk with someone at the bakery. You write that down, had a lovely talk. Maybe you rediscovered a song from the 90s that you haven't listened to since that time and that you really liked, actually, and you forgot about it. Write that down. So all those really little small things that could maybe also help you. And then, looking at those 5 things per day, and maybe sometimes also looking back at that. For instance, if you're doing it almost every day, you don't have to do it every day. Look back at it 1 month later and you think, that's interesting. I was so happy about that. So now that you know how to create a morning routine or maybe an evening routine with the arigato exercise, I want you to think about your definition of success. Because not so much of what is right now, it's not so much of what it is right now, but your definition right now, but what it was before you got here. So try to look back at, say, 5 till 10 years ago. Where were you? And what was your dream life back then? And the people who followed my Big Business, Big Life program know this exercise, but we're going to dig a bit deeper today and try to really go back to that feeling of 5 years ago. So for me, for instance, 5 years ago, my definition of success was becoming a managing director of a small cultural institution in Amsterdam. And then I would work my way up to a medium and then a large cultural institution. But instead, I got a burnout. This is a true story. And I decided to go all in on my business. And the funny thing is, and I just realized this, recording and creating this episode, is that I'm now the managing director of my own business. Because I found out I just wanted to get the freedom I so much desired. And I'm one of those persons who prefers to stick their neck out and maybe gets hurt along the way, but really has a hard time doing as I'm told. So write this down for yourself. What was your story 5 to 10 years ago? Maybe it has something to do with your career, your housing situation, your family life, the place where you live, the clients you work with. It could be anything. Just try to get back to that story and figure out, and that's why we're doing this, what it is that you thought you wanted and now figured out what you really wanted. So if for the upcoming days you're working on your goal to maybe make 1 million euro in 2023, work much less for the same amount or more money, try to figure out why you want that, and go back to this old definition of success, and that it is always a bit different than what it turned out to be, and that it's also completely fine. So write this down for yourself. What was your definition of success 5 till 10 years ago? You can choose, and you can also choose if this was a personal or professional goal or definition of success. And in this program, we're talking about your business, but your personal life really has a lot to do with your business. So it's up to you, and you can always do this exercise. Again, you can also do it for 3 parts in your life. It's all fine. So today we discussed how this program works, why practicing gratitude is so important, and how to feel grateful every day by using a morning routine or the arigato routine. And for the final exercise, we worked on your definition of success and how it's ever changing. And this will help you for the upcoming days once we're making plans for your business. Thank you for listening, and see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed the first part of your summer reset, and you can purchase the entire program through the link in the description. I'm very much looking forward to guiding you through this program this summer. I hope you will join us, and see you soon.